This video was inspired by Ben Caldwell, Kaos Network, and all that good stuff right here at Leimert Park. I just came out of the Ben Caldwell exhibit right on over here at the Art+Practice in association with the California African American Museum, and it's all the same. You know, I, it's all the same. We are all one. So his story is not, or rather my story is not unlike his story. So that's what it was all about. Just doing it the way that he saw it is the way that I see it, is the way that we all should see it and feel it. We're all one. Leimert Park, ground zero. We've got a helicopter overhead. Some activity. Leimert Park is a location I didn't come to during high school. When I was inside of the exhibit today, I was thinking about how, well, the exhibit is about Project Blowed. I heard about Project Blowed when I was in high school, especially from Jamila Farwell. And shout out to Jamila. I didn't have the gumption to come down here to Leimert Park where I am right now. The vision that I had for life, for my life, and for just in general was always outside of Leimert Park. It was always looking. I was always looking outward. Let me give you an example. When I was younger, I would study martial arts. So I was studying Taekwondo. So my vision of success, my vision of the future was in Korea, South Korea, the martial arts, Taekwondo somehow. I thought I had a future in Taekwondo, becoming a master, having a grandmaster, having my own school and all that kind of stuff. That was my vision of success. My vision of success did not include being right here in Los Angeles at Leimert Park. And so I would spend much of my time going to the west side of town. But this is right here, this is the community. This is where opportunity, this is where the vision, lies. And so, but it took me a long time to realize that. It took me a long time to see the value in our community because my sights were always without rather than within. It took a long time. So it wasn't only with, Korean. Even now, I'm studying the Spanish language so as to, I guess, bridge a gap. Because when I was younger, I learned Spanish in school. I wasn't the best student, and I had so much difficulty learning that language that it was like, I think if I had if my family spoke the language, perhaps if we were Catholic, perhaps if we were, from Latin America, I would have been able to get better grades and embrace the Spanish experience a lot more. But this is it right here. Africa, Leimert Park, Sankofa. This is where I am. This is where I am now, right? But this is where all the value has always lied. It was just I didn't identify it. I didn't see it, right? I mentioned Sankofa, and even around 1995 when the movie was released and Haile Gerima, showed his movie, I distinctly remember being at the movie theater, I think in Marina Del Rey, watching the movie, and then Haile Gerima asking us questions afterwards. I have a memory of that happening. And it was a profound movie. But even though I had that experience, it didn't resonate with me deeply at that time. Years later, basically the story of Sankofa happened to me, the awakening where you see yourself and you recognize who you are and what you're doing, your purpose, and everything comes full circle. Rather than looking without, you look within and you find yourself, That's kind of what Sankofa, for me was about. I was that model, that woman on that beach, doing things for the camera. Well, I guess I'm still doing things for the camera right now, but the vision was without. It wasn't within. And you watch the movie Sankofa and you see how that woman changes. And that's a dope evolution. but it's the evolution of the mind, and that's what Ben Caldwell was talking about in his movie. He was talking about it 45 years ago, or actually it was 47 years ago. It was an interview recorded in 1977. I just watched this 17-minute interview, and basically everything that he was talking about, I was not hip to when I was coming up, when I was growing up. I wasn't hip to any of that. I'm hip to it now. That's what I'm saying. That's what this journey has been. That's why I'm here right now, because everything that he was talking about 47 years ago, you know, I tip my hat to him. I nod. I know what he's talking about. I can dig it. I can dig it. Like, for real, I can dig it. For real, for real. So it's a beautiful Saturday in Leimert Park. Across the street from, what's that called over there? Wagwan, Jamaican food. Across the street from Danny Bakewell's Center. Across the street from Tavis Smiley's radio station, KBLA 1580. The only black-owned radio station west of the Mississippi. I just had some ice cream over there at All Chill. They don't serve coffee at All Chill, so I had to go to Aura and get some coffee to add to create an affogato, a little Italian coffee vanilla mix. It was nice. They're filming something over at Neighbor Skate Shop. I have my skateboard, but I can't get them to tighten the trucks because they're busy. They close the blinds, and they have some actors or some principals, you know, principal talent, you know, working right now. So they're busy. And I'm doing my thing at the same time, right? Reminiscing. iSee109, peace and blessings from Leimert Park.